Okay, starting up the little bit better Sonic 4 Episode 2. And once I see that sign... Really, Tails? You gonna do this to me, Tails? I kinda need you. Oh wait, that's right, I don't need him. I don't actually need him with me. Ha ha ha. If you time that jump right, you can land on the upper route. Oh well. God, this has been an awful run this level. Oh. I'm actually going to pop to the world map for one particular reason. I have access to episode metal? Wonder when I get access to episode metal. Oh yeah, that's right, X is to just get off there. Oh. Gotcha. I guess I can't defeat those guys. Actually hit that pretty well. Thank you, Tails. Okay. There, now I have access to all the abilities. That's right. Oh, Jeebus. I used to know some pretty fast routes through these levels. The physics definitely feel a lot more in line with the classics in episode 2. Do, 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 do. What? Really, game? I was on top of rings. Whatever. Takes a while for this fight to just start. Oh, come on. Oh. You still have another hit. Hooray! Oops. Oh. Oh, whoops. Procrastinated a little bit on that. Right up down here. That just makes things a lot simpler when you land that. This is a part that I know I've died on a lot, going through those little snowy sections. Magically we have snowboards. Yeah, these little snowy sections here, like, if you come uncurled at any point, or you, like, get caught on a wall, or just anything at all forces you to uncurl, you, die instantly, so it's kinda... These sections aren't very forgiving. They're not, like, super hard, but it is very easy to accidentally die on them. This is a really kind of cool speed level, and the whole the way that the paths, instead of being vertical, are one's in the foreground and one's in the background. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, derp. There we go. Oh. I also like how part of this track incorporates, Twinkle Park into it. Oh, I remember. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, I need to ride this up, don't I? And get on top, and then, yeah. Cool. I think the music here is supposed to remind you of the Labyrinth music from, Episode 1. Oh, that's what they do. Yeah, blocks that route. Teamwork. Ah, get up there. Man, the music track on this level isn't repetitive at all. Okay, come on, game. And this section's basically designed to kill you at least once. Somehow Tails got on the far side. Oh my god, game, come on. There we go. Once you know which line to be on, you just kind of mash A. There we go. And the game gives you that little mercy at the end of the level. We get our first Metal Sonic boss fight. The Metal Sonic boss fight music in this game is actually pretty cool. I enjoy it. This really should have been the normal boss fight music in this game. That's always a little terrifying when he does that. That one's really hard to avoid getting hit by. Oh, overshot it. Oh no. So it's great if you feel like you miss part of the upper route, that usually helps make things easier. You can just emergency mash X to call tails. This is a pretty cool world. Fight the wind. I think this is the only level with that wind gimmick, I believe. This level ends with a lengthy flight segment, from what I recall. That works. This next level I remember being a pretty simple level. I think there was a brief moment when the beta for this came out and it leaked. And I actually spent quite a bit of time with the beta, probably more time with the beta than I did with the... Okay, no, this isn't where I jump, it's right here. Right? No, nope, it's here. Probably spent more time with the beta for this game than I did the final game. And when people, this was a level I remember people were working on optimizing a lot early on. And I remember getting like a 45 seconds or something like that on it and being real proud of myself. And at the time, it might have been the fastest time, but it was still, you know, it was just a beta version of the game, so there wasn't a ton of competition yet. There's really only a couple of jumps you really have to hit while in the ball form to get like a 49, 48 on this level, but as you're seeing here, I clearly messed up. I'm not resetting for any sort of ILs or anything though, I'm just gonna finish this off. That's a really short level even when you do mess it up. The next level is basically like Impending Doom from episode 1. But instead of working left to right, you're working your way up. Oh, no, no, that's going to slow me down. That's going to slow me down a lot. Just in case I die, because I don't trust myself with this level. Nope, 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 nope. Oh Jesus, this is bad. So bad. I saw what looked like a slightly faster route up here. Oh BS, that guy didn't have his Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. Okay, now the second Eggman fight. Just load you up on rings. I think the idea is they wanted you to actually be able to use Supersonic for the boss fights. This is kind of an interesting boss fight, but it also seems kind of awkward at times because of the way Eggman's in the background. I never thought it was 100% intuitive when he was vulnerable, but it works for the most part. The way his head right there is has its own hitboxes, or, you know, the way it just kind of bounces you off of it. It's kind of awkward in this fight. Okay, you ought to be opening again soon. It's starting to become lighter. Okay. Moving into I forget what they call the essentially Wing Fortress world in this game. That is where I'm headed next. Yeah. Sky Chase was never the most fun world, but it was fairly iconic, I believe. I mean, it was the kind of level that you would only see at the end of a game, so it was like, when you saw Sky Chase, you knew you were nearing the end of the game, and it made it feel fairly epic. Oh yeah, and then there's these little high-speed segments. Forgot about that. Oh. About to say, Tails, where'd you go? I really feel like the tornado ought to be able to just pass through a lot of these enemies. Pretty convenient that Tails can pick up rings for me, even though I don't really control him right now. Okay. Hooey. Got all the free rings. And they make you play through a short segment without the tornado. That was kind of amusing the way I got stuck just homing attacking over and over again in that little nook between those two tortoise enemies. And now I have this little mini boss fight. yeah, last second. Should only have this. If he takes 8 hits like a lot of other things, he should be just about dead. And that is a long level. Especially when you die in it. That's not what I hit. This is a really cool world, too. I used to have really good times on this world as well. I messed that up bad. Oh, I can't get on that pass switcher anymore. I don't remember the exact spots to jump there. I'm getting close, I think, to the final one of these little things. You're kidding me. There we go. That was one of the levels I spent a lot more time in when I was... This level and the next level when I was toying with the beta. Okay, I remember making the first cycle on this first jump here was a pain in the butt. Dang it, I got a switcher there. Lame sauce. Okay, this was not... Oh. Oh yeah, you can jump from up there and land on top of this cannon. Remember that now. And then you come up here, and then... No, this isn't the cannon I'm thinking of. That was the cannon I was thinking of, because yeah, you can come straight up here, that's right. And you come up over this way. This one. And there's a really tricky, really tight jump that I'm probably not gonna go for up here. Right here. I'll try it once. And when I said try it once, I'm gonna try it a bunch of times because I love the way this looks when you get it just right. Okay, I used to be really good at that. It's a fun little jump that completely negates this whole segment of the level. Just cut my forward momentum before I just jump into that. Of course. Oh, come on. Okay. This is, I think, the last one of these. I remember this boss being a royal pain in the ass. You also have this, like, wind effect going against you the entire time. That was not present in the Tornado Takes Flight level. Okay, I at least got one. You can get two on there sometimes. It's... That's simple. Oh, come on. You know, I've never actually tried hitting him at that exact interval. Pretty sure I could. Yeah, he comes up pretty close to the front. Boom. I heard 2 hits. I don't know if that actually counted as 2. They give you all these rings because they figured they know that this fight's a little awkward. What the fudge cracker was that? Okay. Now I need to be holding forward here to make forward progress while also steering. And hitting the top or bottom of the screen can kill all of your momentum. Oh. Really? And then I have to start all over. That is a long fight. There we go. I knew that had to be possible. That'll speed up this fight a lot. Jesus. Oh, darn it. Finger's starting to slip off the stick there. There we go. That was a pretty good fight against that thing. It's gonna be a little cramped in that escape pod. This is a cool level, even though there are no enemies whatsoever in it. But they have some fun with gravity gimmicks. If they had put enemies in this level too, I guess they didn't want to design enemies for this world, but the way that the physics and stuff work in this level, this would have been really cool if it were treated like a full zone a little bit more instead of just like a little... It basically exists for the sole purpose of telling you that this is the end of the game, almost. Just a fun little cinematic run through this crazy gym. That's right. Oh, that actually hits through that. Did not remember that. Oh, he's vulnerable for a long time after that. That was... I didn't even think that that could hurt me. To be honest. I figured I'd just keep bouncing off of Eggman. Oh yeah, that's right. That does double damage, doesn't it? When you hit with the rollout. Makes sense. You are hitting with two characters at once. Ugh. This level's trippy. And if the rest of this design, game's design was as creative as this world, That's kind of a leap of faith right there. That's right, you go, dude. Oh. Ooh-wee. Tails just jumped somewhere. Doesn't really play in these races against Supersonic very well. That's a cool little throwback moment though. This is also a pretty well done final boss. It's, from what I recall, it's not a super hard fight once you figure out what you're doing. It's just kind of a cool idea. The boss fights in this game are very much sort of almost in the vein of like Sonic CD, really, in terms of some of the interesting ways that you go about fighting them. If he has the power to control gravity and just send them flying all over the place like this, why doesn't he just fling them out into space? Nope, not at all what I wanted to do. Oh, there we go, that's all I needed was... a ring. This isn't good. I have to be a little bit more careful. Tails? I wasn't sure if that would save me from him or not. Getting myself in a zero ring situation was poor. Hit this springing. This sort of epic looking long shot right here. I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. Wait for it. The idea there was to see if I could hit him with this rollout and do double damage, but alas, I was not. Rollout doesn't appear to work at all. There's an opening. Oh. Okay. Hooey. That was close. The last few hits are easier than the first several. Ah! This is not a short fight. Good job, Tails. That was a little sloppy. Whatever. Still have 26 rings. Now, 4 hits, he gives you 2 easy ones. Booyah. Okay. That was a pretty quick hit. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. That was dumb. Gravity flipping when it did. It's just the nice thing about when he starts breaking off pieces and then does this for a couple of times is that that's stupid. Is that it's very clear where you can land safely. Unlike some of the other hits. Yeah, this is hit number 7. I think the last hit's like one of those gimmicks where you can get it real quick or you die sort of thing that you see in a few of the Sonic games. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh my. Or it's just 7 hits. Okay, cool. So once these are done, I'm gonna see if I can find out where episode metal is. I should have it since I have episode 1 with this collection I downloaded. Pretty sure if you get all the emeralds, you see Death Egg Mark II blow up before these credits start rolling. It's about the only difference, though.